Hey everyone, James Sporleder here with an important update. If you're in the retail space, you'll want to pay attention to a new law that just passed in New York. On September 4th, 2024, Governor Kathy Hochul signed the new Retail Worker Safety Act into law, and it's setting some big expectations for businesses with retail employees. Here's the deal. This new law requires businesses with 10 or more employees in retail to put in place a workplace violence prevention program. Basically, if you're running a retail store, you'll need to have a written plan to protect your employees from violence, and you'll also need to train your staff on how to handle these situations. This all kicks off on March 3rd, 2025. That's 180 days from the signing of the law. But there's a special note if you have 500 or more retail employees across the country. By January 1st, 2027, you'll also need to provide panic buttons for your staff in case of an emergency. This law is one of the first of its kind, directly tackling workplace violence with clear, state-level action. The written prevention program? Well, it has to outline things like specific risks in your store and how you plan to prevent violence. And the employee training? It's got to be interactive and focus on things like verbal de-escalation during tense exchanges. It also needs to address awareness and response to extreme violence situations, such as active shooter scenarios. New York is following in California's footsteps here. In September 2023, California became the first state to pass a similar law, and it's probable that we'll also begin to see other states follow suit. Typically, states like Massachusetts, Connecticut, Oregon, and Washington are not far behind. So if you're an employer, this is just the beginning. Expect more states to roll out workplace violence legislation soon. So get ahead of it now and start thinking about how you'll be implementing these changes in your business. It's going to be important not just for compliance, but for the safety and well-being of your employees. Heart and courage.